Dragon Age Inquisition was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. We're kind of in a bit of a pickle. Just a little bit of one, you know. Let's explore. What? Fears of the Dreamers, the Pilgrim. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help at the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountain shook and fell and buried me. Alone in the darkness, my legs crushed, I cried in fear of a world with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Light my final hours. Let me go to the Maker without the terrors of darkness confounding me. Okay.
Let's look around.
Take the candle. No. There we go. Hey. It's okay. Magic +1. A plea from the warrior to the spirits. Too long, but it's a codex entry, so I have it. Not like that other time I'm still traumatized by. Okay. And just ignore that. What's over here? I mean, it's not very often we get to go to the Fade, right? Figurine of young unboxed. Oh. Is that one of those Illuvian things? Right? Like what Faria found with Tamlin? I think I said his name right. God. It's been a bit. I don't quite remember his name. I'm still upset by it. Like, Qua?
That can't be.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
I don't understand.
Back at Haven I thought I saw. How can you be here?
She isn't. Things in the Fade have a tendency to show up looking like people you know. Demons, mostly.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves.
Yeah, well...
In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are...
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus.
Eh?
It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror.
Oh, that's
The false
bad.
calling that terrified the wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I'd like to have a few words with this nightmare about that.
You will have your chance, brave warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Why do demons serve Corypheus?
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Oh, crap.
The big demon Aramund was trying to bring through?
Yes,
It's nearby?
yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Oh. Love that. Love that for us. Hold to recover a memory.
What's going on here?
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Run while you can! Warn them!
Wardens? Wardens help kill the Divine?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
That's not how I looked. Yes! Go, Justinia! Ah, fuck.
So that mark on your hand, it wasn't sent by Andraste. It came from that orb Corypheus was using.
Yes.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
That doesn't help. Ooh, this is what I suspected. That doesn't help.
That's it?
Yes.
That tells me nothing. Not about Corypheus or a weakness for the demon, or even a way out of here. All it tells me is that I should break his damned orb next time it starts glowing.
Yet, even that information may one day help you. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
What's wrong, Hawke?
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision.
Their actions led to her death.
I assumed Corypheus took their minds. You've seen it happen yourself. Come on. You can add it to the things to yell at the Wardens about when we get out of here.
Oh, I intend to.
Okay.
Do you think that was truly the Divine?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
Whatever she is, she seems to want to help us.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion.
I don't
Save
think
perhaps
it
desire.
does
Be
that.
wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
But after what it did to the Wardens, it's going to learn to fear for itself.
A letter written in a shaking hand. Son, by the time you read this, the dark spell... Oh, Son, by the time you read this, the darkspawn poison will have claimed me. We gave all at Starkhaven, and we bought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon. But when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I would not live to see you again. Ferris will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starkhaven as rising to greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help him conquer the Free Marches. You must refuse. The battlefield is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunt about cowardice can change that. Anything that roams that battlefield now will die. Stall him however you must, and watch for the crows. Those birds have the good sense to fear the Blight. When you see them gather, then you will know that the poison is gone, and it is safe to search the battlefield for trinkets to satisfy Ferris. I will not be here to guide you, son. So you must learn from the crows. They will watch patiently, and they let their fear keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows and do the same. Sora. Love this for us.
We have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger in your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
Guess this nightmare wasn't such hot shit after all.
These are but minor servants of a nightmare.
Just let me have this moment to hope, all right?
Fears of the Dreamers, the Freeholder. I watched the Blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened. My body racked by pains and chills. I saw too late the poison that had crept into the land. In my fever dreams, the sickness covered this whole world. and I wept in fear for the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Boost my constitution. Find another fear. Fears east. Okay. I will say this. This whole sequence is so cool. I desperately want a remake of Origins where the Fade looks like this. Because it's so cool.
Look!
War, corruption. Huh. Well, wait a minute. If that's the way to plot, progress, it's this way.
What's this?
Excerpt from a journal. They think they own us. They think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression, as though we don't strive every day to stay sane, to keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer. I won't go back to the circle, not ever. I thought about it last night, being back in the tower, their eyes on me, and all of it came back. All the years, head down, don't clench your fingers, be a good mage, be a quiet mage. And I realized I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. I want it so badly that the bed caught fire and wouldn't go out until Ivan iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the Conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. From the Journal of an Unknown Mage. Didn't change, okay. What? These plots that way.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition.
You are.
Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
What?
I'll show you a warden's strength, beast.
I wonder what that means.
The Kunari will make a lovely host for one of my minions. Or maybe I will ride his body myself.
Oh my.
I'd like to see you try.
Sir, no one is riding him but me. Thanks. Dick weasel.
Ma Herelan, Mabanal in Asalin, Marsolas in Amardin,
Unal Nadas.
I wish they had translated that, seeing as how I'm an elf. Mages. Excerpt from a journal. I went to Tevinter when I was a child. I remember dragon statues everywhere, big ones. I shivered as I walked between them, afraid they were going to bite me or breathe fire. My parents hushed me and told me the Magisters liked the dragons as a sign of their power. Dragons are beasts, mindless, terrible. The archdemon that comes with each blight is an offense to the Maker. We know all these things, but the Magisters don't care. And it's the same with the mages. So much danger, so much power, and hands not ready for it, and the mages only wish to celebrate themselves. Magisters are what the mages of Ferelden and Orlais want to be, our rulers, holding us in terror so that we wonder if they will bite us as we walk by. I joined the Templars to keep such mages under control. I have killed many since the rebellion we all saw coming. Now the Divine wishes us to meet them at the Conclave and give them a chance to make peace. I will go, I will smile, but if the dragon statue looks ready to bite, I will strike first. I am not a child, and I will not be afraid. From the Journal of an Unnamed Templar.
Did you think you mattered, Hawke? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god?
Light.
Fenris is going to die
and
just
mages.
like your family.
Those were little fiends. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And of course, they look like giant spiders.
You saw spiders? Spiders would have been a massive improvement from what I saw.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Well, now I feel better.
The Birth of Fear, in an elegant script. You are too young to worry, so, my child, write your worries down here. All your fears are smaller once you have defined them. Listed in a child's shaky hand. What if Darkspawn come back? Father said one day he'll die. Darkspawn underground, Darkspawn under our house, Darkspawn coming up from the basement. The sun will die. Black bits on bread could be blight. Getting sick and dying from blight. Grey Wardens coming to make Father go back. Father dying, fighting Darkspawn. Dark patch on Father's arm that he hides from Mother. Father says he hears music. From a letter lying near a cluster of spider eggs. I think I'm going to post a translation of what the thing said to Solus and what Solus replied.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Right. Sure. Hey, before I do this,
We cannot tarry long.
okay, never mind. Oh, there it is. Do you remember what happened?
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
Tell me about the nightmare.
I'd like to know more about the nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
That sounds almost kind.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
Tell me about the anchor.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks the door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Is anything here real?
So, all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
Please tell me what you are.
So, can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her? Or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
Why me?
If I was chosen, I just don't understand why. Why me? Why this?
You are not the first to ask such questions. Did Andraste not question when the Maker charged her with an impossible task? Did she not feel unworthy? Her questions didn't lessen her heroism.
So now I'm a hero.
Not yet. Perhaps not ever. The choice will be yours.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Why are you helping us?
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
We should keep moving.
The ears of the dreamers, the Grey Warden. I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror and cursed the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny and let this be my decision. Okay. In the meantime...
The demons! Go!
was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade. It was the Divine behind me. And then you. She died.
Yes.
So this can't be the Divine.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
You're our ally. You're our ally, regardless.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
Hawke.
What, again? It wasn't their fault. We can debate the depressing details when we get back to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
Hawke, we
So
were
what are you
winning.
saying? Terrible actions are only justified when they're your terrible actions? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic.
Boys.
You'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
You're not
What are you
helping.
saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens?
Boys.
Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
Thank you. Maker, stop, both of you. Now's not the time.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
Eep. No.
The Nightmare has found us.
Just make out already, God.
I'm with you.
Where am I? Okay. So, corpses, blood magic, demons, possession, horses, abomination, darkspawn. They're all different fears. One time I was...
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
One time when I was playing this, at one point it was, ironically, spiders. Hastily written note. A note left by a burning candle. Lynette, the breach is sealed and the war between the Templar and mages is finally over. All our fear and terror is finally ending and as the order returns to the world. I wish you could see people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thedas. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking and the soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well at the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Elohim. This place is so creepy and so sad and so upsetting, and I love it.
Did the king's bastard think he could prove himself? It's far too late for that. Your
Sir.
whole life you left everything to more capable hands. The Archdemon, the throne of Ferelden. Who will you hide behind now?
Is that all it's got? I've heard worse than that from Morrigan.
hang on. Okay. So you're 3 of 5. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you probably have. Where is the one I'm missing? I'm just gonna do a quick save. Just in case.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Sickness, poverty, debilitation. Finality. Okay. So that's where the divine is. The laws of nature and the Fade is a codex, and I will read it then, because that's real long. And I've got other real long things to read. That's plot. Oh, that's...
Shit, that's big.
It wants our fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
Stuffed animal. Okay. Your pride, though. I guess they have no pride serving a nightmare. Fears of the dreamers, the child. Haven is burned. Mama cries when I'm not looking. It's cold in the mountains and my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush, that others have it worse. She says a monster named Corypheus came to Haven, and it was only the Maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep, and I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sis Snort. Sis Snort always kept the monsters away in my dreams. It's a stuffed mug. Oh. This is... Ironically, spiders! Here it is. Hi, buddy. I feel that's plot. God damn it. I was lied to. We were lied to. I don't want to go for plot. You can't make me. I'm gonna explore every inch of the Fade. Because we don't get to come back here. For obvious reasons. And this episode's gonna go a little long. A lot of these episodes have been going pretty long. I apologize for that. I don't mean for it to go that long, but... Oh, I thought these were my memories, but they're not. Cool. Keepers of Fear. And I will read it later. Because it's a codex.
What's with the water? Trying to prey on my deep fear of having wet calves?
I mean, maybe. Strength. Fear of the Dreamers, the Scholar. When the Darkspawn were new, when the Magisters had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was among the first to call myself a Grey Warden and swear to end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the Archdemon die for mortal blows, only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing only that the blight the Magisters had brought would destroy everything because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the Archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. Okay. Huh? Blackwall himself. Cole. Despair. Solus dying alone. This one is not. Okay. Sarah, the nothing. Dorian, temptation. Cassandra, helplessness. Varric became his parents. Vivienne, irrelevance. Iron Bull, madness. Oh. Oh, my friends, my friends. It's alright. I won't let that happen. I won't. Cunning. Retrieve the dreamer's reward. That's up there. Okay. Gibbering horror. Alright. Unless anybody says anything, I might cut this bit out until we get back to where we were. Okay. Well... thanks for waiting.
Look!
The Maker. Hilarious to send fear of the Maker after the Divine. Okay.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
We're almost there.
Don't say it like that. That guarantees another demon is gonna show up.
Bull's got the right idea. Oh, fuck me. A mind flayer? Oh. There's a phobia.
Please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
You cannot stand against me.
Fucking watch me. But I'll stay. Yeah. I'm not gonna keep looking at what the spiders are.
You will die in agony.
And
I grew fat on your fear.
welcome to Weight Watchers.
How do we get by?
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Wardens caused this mess. A Warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
I have not been looking forward to this. Alistair has a point. This is... The fault lies with the Wardens. But Hawke has a point. That if the Wardens are to rebuild, they need Alistair. And even... there's always going to be another blight.
Hawke! Say goodbye to Varric for me. Spiders. Always the maker down.
No demon army for Corypheus, it appears. The Divine, or her spirit, was right. You know that's not how they see it, though. And they just saw their Inquisitor work another miracle.
What matters is we succeeded.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
I suppose the Inquisitor and his warden friend escaped by the skin of their teeth. Wouldn't be as good for morale.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. We've seen no sign of Hawke since the ledge collapsed, Inquisitor. We assumed he was with you.
He died a hero.
Hawke sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus. He gave his life not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Alistair, you're the senior surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
Get out of Orlais.
You leave. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and we've lost enough people already fighting corrupted wardens. By the authority of the Inquisition, you are banished from southern Thedas.
No. Hope we don't need them later.
Alistair will oversee your return to the Warden Fortress at Weishaupt.
Yes, your worship.
Your worship, I would stay, if you allow it, and continue our fight.
You can stay.
Of course. I have never doubted your loyalty, Blackwall.
Good luck, Inquisitor. Tell Morrigan. Just tell her I stood there looking foolish.
Alistair sent me one final report. He is on his way to Weishaupt. The Grey Wardens are gone as well. Adamant Fortress has been sealed. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
Let's capitalize on this.
The Grey Wardens are active in other nations, if we put out a discreet warning about the danger they pose.
We may improve our standing with nations already concerned about the Wardens. I will take the matter to Josephine. While you bested Corypheus here and at Halam Shiral, he himself was not present either time. We fear he's close to finding another way to enter the Fade. When you have a moment, Cullen and Josephine are waiting in the war room with an update. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She was a piece.
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna call it here. And, yeah. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then. Bye-bye.